what title do you want us to use? You got in trouble last time for using something different.
I'm sorry about that. Gabriel Mann, NARAL Pro-Choice Ohio's Communications Manager.
Okay, so you heard what they had to say. What's your side of the story here?
The event that was held today is promoting legislation that will defund services that Planned Parenthood provides to Ohio women. The services that are listed in the legislation that is being promoted by Ohio Right to Life is services for HIV/AIDS testing and referrals, breast and cervical cancer treatments and screenings. It helps reduce Ohio's infant mortality rate, which is something that John Kasich has talked about as being a priority. All of these services are specifically listed in the bill as programs that will be defunded by the legislation Ohio Right to Life is pushing.
Now, you heard them. They said that you're funding abortions. That this money just goes to an organization that makes its living off funding abortions.
I heard them say that. In committee this week, that was a question directly asked to one of the sponsors of the defunding language. Does taxpayer dollars pay for abortions in Ohio? The sponsor of the bill, Representative Patman, said that the Ohio State Auditor Dave Yost has investigated this. No, taxpayer dollars do not pay for abortions in the state of Ohio. And the state auditor also looked into all of these allegations that came up from these videos from other states. Nothing that was alleged that they're talking about of fetal tissue happened in Ohio at all. The Attorney General, the state auditor, and the Ohio Department of Health has been looking into this. None of them have found anything. Planned Parenthood does not do anything illegal.
What about the contention that there are hundreds of centers that aren't doing abortions that are providing these kinds of services, will continue to provide these kind of services?
I haven't seen them produce a list of facilities that offer these sorts of care. When defunding Planned Parenthood came up in past years, I saw a list that included federally qualified health centers that offer dental care. And a woman can't go there for gynecological care when the doctor is a dentist, or if it's a LASIK office. That's not a place where she's going to be able to get a colposcopy or a pap smear.
So now let me get this straight. The money that's at stake here, is it money that you get up front, or is it a reimbursement for services? Can you kind of verify that for me, what that is?
Most of the funding that Planned Parenthood receives, I believe, and, feel free to talk to them, comes in the form of Medicaid reimbursement. So it's women that are going to Planned Parenthood for preventive health measures, for contraception, and then Planned Parenthood, just like any other doctor that accepts Medicaid dollars, puts in for reimbursement for that. None of it goes to abortion care.
When a pregnant woman comes through the door, they say they're 174% more likely to get an abortion if they go through Planned Parenthood's doors. What about that? I mean, are you trying to, you see a pregnant woman trying to make a cash cow out of them? Or?
Well, there's a phrase I would never use. If a woman goes to Planned Parenthood, she goes there because she chose Planned Parenthood. That's the doctor that she wants to see. We're trusting that she's made up her own mind. She's choosing her own healthcare decisions. If she wants an abortion, that's her decision. Nobody else is making that decision, and they're not sending her to Planned Parenthood. She's choosing that on her own.